Go, Papigo, go! Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess, Princess Emma. Papigo was a poor farmer. He loved the Princess Emma, but she didn't know him. She is the prettiest girl in the land. On Princess Emma's birthday, her father, the king, had a big party. Many men came and wished Princess Emma a happy birthday. There are strong men. I'm strong. I'm stronger. I'm the strongest. And there are funny men too. Papigo was very sad. He wasn't strong or funny, but then, I'm funny. I'm funnier. I'm the funniest. Ah! The princess's horse was scared. It ran away fast. Papigo ran after it. He wanted to save Princess Emma. Go, Papigo, go! I am faster than them. I can catch the horse. Papigo caught the horse. The king was very happy. Papigo was very happy too. Papigo, you're the fastest man in the land. Thank you, Papigo. You're the best. The moral of the story is believe in yourself. Thank you for watching.
The Monkey in Trouble. One day, a little monkey was looking for food in a jungle. He walked around and finally he came to a mango tree. It was beside a river. He looked up and saw a bunch of ripe mangoes at the end of a branch. What a juicy bunch of ripe mangoes! He thought happily. As the branch could break easily, he climbed up slowly and carefully. When he was almost there, he stretched out his hand to pluck the mangoes. Suddenly, the branch broke. Splash! The monkey fell into the water. Help! Help! Cried out the monkey. I can't swim! Please help me! At that moment, an elephant happened to pass by. The monkey shouted, Mr. Elephant, please help me. I am drowning. Pull me out. The elephant asked, What are you doing in the water? Please help me first, said the monkey. Ask me later. Now, promise me that you will learn to swim before you play in the water, said the elephant. All right, I promise, said the monkey. Please, Mr. Elephant, hurry up. Wait, I will show you, said the elephant. The poor monkey could not wait any longer. He drowned in the water. The moral of the story is, if you wish to help someone, act first and talk later. The discontented goat. A goat and a cow were grazing in a field. The grass was fresh and green. It was more than enough for the two animals. However, the goat thought that the grass on the other side of the hill was better. He wanted to go there. One morning, the goat said, "I heard that the grass over the hill is fresher and sweeter. I am going there. Do you want to come along?" "No," replied the cow. "I am happy here. The food is good, the air is fresh, and nobody disturbs me." "It is quite far from here," said the cow. "The journey takes a few hours. Be careful. You have to climb over some rocks." "Don't worry," said the goat. "I can take care of myself. I'll see you in the evening." After saying goodbye to the cow, the goat started to climb up the hill. It was not an easy climb. By the time he reached the other side, he was already very tired. He rested for a while. Then he started to eat the grass. It has tasted dry and stale. "The grass here is bad," he said regretfully. "I'd better head back before it gets dark." The moral of the story is, do not be greedy. Be contented with what you have.
Alexander Graham Bell. American Alexander Graham Bell was born in England. He invented the hearing aids and the telephone. He was very playful when young. One day, while he was at school, a mouse ran out of his school bag. This caused the classmates to scream and scatter all over the place. The teacher was so angry that she kicked Bell out of the school. Bell would have to study in the village where his grandfather lived. His grandfather, however, was very knowledgeable and frequently talked about scientific facts. During a year or so at the village, Bell's grandfather became his best coach. Bell did well in his homework, and that fired up his interest in science. There was a water wheel near where Bell stayed. He often visited it. He saw that the water wheel was powered by water. It stopped when there was little water. Bell wanted to change that. Months of research and investigation resulted in improvement in design and efficiency. The people there praised this 15-year-old young inventor. Bell later organized the Community of Youth Association for youth to observe insects and to dissect them. His father and grandfather were keen helpers in teaching the deaf and mute. When Bell was young, he often heard of how unfortunate the deaf and mute were. As Bell grew up, he taught in the deaf and mute school. He made up his mind to help them. He worked with his assistant, Watson, to investigate and invent hearing aids. Wearing these aids enables a deaf to hear sounds. He continued his invention in telephone technology. Finally, he invented the receiver and caller, which became the telephone today, and the connection for transmitting sounds. Look at these telephones. They have become part of our daily necessity. Donkey wants to become a horse. The rancher has many horses and donkeys. He takes care of his horses more than his donkeys. He used his horses to race. The donkeys were jealous of being forced to carry the heavy goods of the merchants.
"In that case, I'd better be a horse,"
said Donkey. "Of course, I will get better service." Donkey is more like a horse. His body is bigger than the other donkeys. He can run fast. His friends were jealous of his advantage. Donkey likes to brag when his friends are around. He always dreams of being a horse. When he's not working, Donkey goes to the stable. He plays with the horses. "Come out and play with us," said one donkey. He invited his friends one day. "You all don't deserve to play with me," said Donkey arrogantly. "From now on, I am no longer a donkey, but a horse. I will be friends with horses," said Donkey. Hearing those words, the group of donkeys felt disappointed. Donkey's friends tried to advise him. "Be grateful for the gift that God has given us," said the skinny donkey. "It doesn't hurt to be a donkey." "I know you're all jealous of me," said Donkey. He did not listen to his friend's advice. He still wants to be a horse. Donkey thought if he eats a lot, his body will grow faster. Then he will resemble like a horse. He even ate more than usual. The other donkeys saw the change of Donkey. His body became thicker and taller like a horse. He is so proud to have a body that resembles a horse. He feels like a real horse. A herd of donkeys went to town. Donkey walked majestically in front of his friends. He shows them the actions of a horse. Donkey ran and jumped like a horse. He forgot his body was getting thicker. He fell in front of his friends. His friends laughed as they mocked him. "Donkey, you are not a horse. You are daydreaming," shouted the old donkey. The rancher thought Donkey was just resting. He was very angry with Donkey. The rancher punished Donkey. Donkey was forced to carry more cargo than usual. Now he is grieving. He doesn't want to be a horse anymore. Ludwig van Beethoven. Ludwig van Beethoven is a German. When he was young, he liked hearing his musician grandfather play music. He liked to play the piano. His grandfather was pleased with him. But his grandfather died when Beethoven was 3. Beethoven continued to play the piano on his own. One day, his father, who was in a choir, was surprised to hear Beethoven play beautiful music. Since then, his father made an effort to coach Beethoven in playing the piano. His father was an alcoholic. He wanted to get rich fast through Beethoven's piano performance. He often beat Beethoven for being slow in learning. These beatings did not deter Beethoven. He learned fast and played very well. One day, his father's friend, who was in the orchestra, visited them. He was surprised by the beautiful music played by Beethoven. He called him a child prodigy. A concert was held for him. Beethoven, who was then 7 years old, won many applauses from the audience. Since then, his father engaged many top teachers for serious teachings. Beethoven made tremendous progress with hard work and a big desire to succeed. Beethoven began his composing career after learning from a top composer. At age 14, Beethoven began to teach music and conduct in an orchestra. At 17, he left his hometown to go to Vienna to learn composing from Mozart, the great composer at that time. One day, Mozart had many visitors. Mozart took some parts from his old and new music and asked Beethoven to merge them to create a new piece of music. By the time Beethoven played the new music piece, all the visitors were amazed with his performance. Mozart proudly said that Beethoven would be a great musician one day. He welcomed Beethoven's visit as often as he wanted. Since then, Beethoven's composing improved over time. He composed many more music. At 28, Beethoven began to turn deaf. The echoing sounds in his ears irritated the composing process. This devastated him. Before then, he was able to appreciate the sweet sounds of nature. After that, he began to hear nothing. At the theater, he needed to be at the front seat to hear the singing. Though his hearing got worse, his composing did not deteriorate. He continued to compose wonderful music. When he played his music on stage, he no longer heard the clapping sounds and applauses. He became totally deaf. But he continued to compose many famous music and became the great composer of all time.